Over the past 3 days, we heard from family, friends, and loved ones on both sides. Johnson's family trying to convince a military judge he's now in therapy, reconnected with his faith, and working to become a better man. Mischa's loved ones heartbroken by her brutal killing and the fact that they'll never get to bury her or her unborn child.
It's a very bittersweet moment.
A moment Mischa Johnson's loved ones have been waiting for almost a year.
We got the explanation that we wanted. We wanted to know exactly what happened. But in trade for less time, was that worth it?
Johnson serving 23 years in prison. He'll be released when he's just over 50 years old, a sentence that will never be long enough for Mischa's family.
I'm never going to feel like he's going to do enough time. Even if the time were extended, it's never going to be enough for me. And there's always going to be that void in our family.
But the family says it supported the plea deal in order to get a confession out of Johnson.
I can take comfort in at least knowing what happened to my sister. If we didn't have the plea deal, he wouldn't have said anything. You figure how many months went by and nothing, no confession.
Johnson pled guilty to voluntary manslaughter instead of murder, confessing to brutally killing his pregnant wife in a fit of rage and dismembering her with a chainsaw to cover up the crime, and then discarding her body parts in the trash.
Heartbreaking, completely heartbreaking and sick. It makes you sick.
For months, dozens searched across the island as Johnson remained silent. Johnson sobbed as he expressed his sorrow and remorse for the killing, lamenting that he hated himself every day for what he did and loved Mischa and their unborn child more than himself. His remorse was contradicted when an investigator testified that within days of using a machete to kill Mischa on July 12, 2024, Johnson was on a dating app and made videos of himself with another woman in the bedroom where he killed his wife.
Mischa's blood was still wet under the floors while he was doing all of this unscrupulous behavior. How evil do you have to be to bring someone into that room, that you took two lives in?
The Army says prosecuting murder cases without a body is incredibly difficult, and it was important to bring closure and a sense of peace for the family. But Mischa's family is still struggling to find that.
I really thought that he was remorseful. I thought he felt guilty, but those were just crocodile tears. I cannot find it in my heart to forgive him right now. I can't say I ever will.
Now, as part of the plea deal, the government dismissed Johnson's child pornography charges, reduced his rank, and forced him to forfeit his pay and allowances. He's now dishonorably discharged from the military.